Yeah, I don't plan to stream for long today. So we'll see what we can do with a little bit of time, okay? Yeah, let's start by doing a small demo of our app. Also, make sure it compiles. Okay, so this is the app. Well, this is the main macOS app, right? So it's a preference view where you can set the type uh, of doc strings you would like for your project, and then you open Xcode, and then you go to your editor, and this is the Xcode source editor extension, where you actually, well, not this one, where you actually use it. Okay, so this is the part that controls the behavior of that other command, and the part that we've been working on recently is this profile panel. So if you go to App Store, download this app, you won't see this part. Okay, so the idea is you may have many more projects that has different styles requirement for doc strings, so you can use this panel to configure it, and you get the option to let's say activate which profile you want to be using while editing, and then you can duplicate existing profile, you can delete it, right? And then you can rename it, give it a different name. This one's called fixtures because when I imported it, it's imported from a TOML file, which is the format for a related project, which is open source. It's also called docstring. So this is the open source part. Sorry, excuse me. So this is the open source part of the same project, and this project is very much based on that. When you use this project, you can specify the style of the your project with a TOML file. Okay, hopefully my audio was working. Okay. Sorry, where was I? Yes, so docstring is also an open source project. Not this part, the Mac app, but it is a command line app / library. When you use this part of the project, you can specify the style of your docstring in a TOML file, and our Mac app is capable of importing that TOML file. And let me actually see whether it works. So when you click the button down here, you can choose import from a project. Yes, and then this is the tests for the project I just showed you, and this is one of the test configuration for that project. When you open this, and this is the style according to that TOML file, and yeah, you can further customize it if you need to. Yeah. Anyways, so this is I guess the intro for what we've been working on, right? So what I'm going to do today is trying to implement this part, create a new profile. So that's about it. Let me log this. Okay, so let's work on the part where in addition to importing a profile, we can also create one from scratch, right? Because right now there's no, if you click on this, nothing happens. And also, when you import, I don't know if you noticed, when you import a profile, right? We just import it, and then we inferred a profile name by the last component of the containing directories. And but I'd like to also offer an opportunity for users to customize this name instead of just straight up using it. So what I'm thinking is just like in Xcode, where when you create a new file, for example, you get a little dialog, right? When you use one of these options, you should also get a dialog. And according to which one you pick, the dialog can let you customize the profile name and maybe show a little bit of additional lets you pick the profile path or something like that, right? That's what I'm trying to build. I don't have a concrete idea of what it would look like yet, so that's part of this. But the good thing is with SwiftUI, we can just start playing with stuff and see what looks good at the end. So I'm gonna call this. What should we call this? Profile creation view. Sure. And let's make it a view. So struct profile creation view body. All right. So some view here. I really could have used a template for this, couldn't I? All right. We'll also do a preview. Hello. Canvas. All right. Create preview, and then put this under if condition. And here we'll just make a profile creation view. Okay. Creation view. All right. This is this typo. That's not a big deal. Okay, so we'll wait for the preview to show up here. Oh, by the way, I bought this awesome app. I think you might have heard of it. It's called SwiftUI Labs. No, SwiftUI Labs, one word. SwiftUI? Companion for SwiftUI, yeah. I bought this today, so I'm very excited to start using it as my new documentation tool. Okay, so here we are. And I'd like to probably use the live view most of the time today. So we'll bring that up. Where is it? That's the question. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So with this, we usually want to make it kind of big. Let's call it width 800. Yeah, it keeps trying to refresh. So maybe we can give it some space here. Let me close this. Okay, here it is. Yeah, let's keep it visible. Maybe 800 is too much. Maybe 400 and height 300. Okay. And this guy can stay here as well. All right, so this is our preview here. So what I'm thinking is we definitely need a text field, right? And text field is bound to a binding for string. So let's put that here. Profile name, or just call it name, I guess. It's going to be a string. Let's start with Well, let's start with this. And then when you use a text file, a text field, you give it a title. I think the title is used as the placeholder, maybe. Profile name. And then text is a binding to this field. So we should see it pop up here. Unexpected error happened. This looks like a problem we can solve with a little bit of cleanup and rebuild, maybe. How are we doing? I guess with this kind of live view, this canvas is kind of pointless, but such is the quirk of working on a Mac app these days. It's like secondary citizen when it comes to tooling support. Stick to this. Okay, here we go. Yep. We can text stuff here, right? My profile. Okay, the text color is totally wrong. I don't know why. Hopefully it's just a little silly bug. Okay. All right, so good. Let's also give it a. I think I'll stop this for now. We'll use the static preview because what I noticed is when I type in the live preview, it's very laggy. So. So I would definitely want like a H stack. And then put a text here. And then we'll embed. I need to use this more too. Command click, embed in VStack. And then another H stack. I noticed beta 3 is really slow. Maybe it's because something is happening in my Mac, but according to the CPU meter, it's like pretty idle. Yeah, see, like import from maybe, and then we have another thingy here that's like import path, then text import path, resume. Oh, text field. Let's not let this go to waste. Okay, We'll have to align these. Mm, that's not a big deal. Now what? Yes, so I guess in the tradition of macOS, you should also put a little button here at the end. Oh, my brain is very slow today. Sorry, very distracted. So the button here should have an action and a label. This is the button where you click, you get the import dialog. But also, yeah, it's fine. Actually, now that I think about it, this part might just be just a text field, like a read only. Maybe I can set the edit disabled. Is this what I want? Action. What is it? Action, and then let's use the SwiftUI companion. Let's type in button. Just button, please. Here we go. Label. Okay, so the label, let's use an image. I don't know if there usually is an NS image. Sorry, give me a sec. Okay, so NS image has a lot of templates, but I'm wondering if there's one that's like a little folder thingy. Folder name? Folder name? Template. Yeah, template, path, template. Oh, this looks promising, I guess. Why is it just blank? I guess we'll give it a button style, borderless. Okay, now it's just gone. How am I feel like I've used other templates in this project before. Let me just search for it. NS image named. Yeah. Of course. And then this is going to be an NS image initializer. That should be it, right? Yeah, we take the image and then we do this. Yeah. Oh, I then have to force unwrap it. Okay. So this is the icon. So obviously it's not this one. NS image built in. Okay, so let's see if there's a one that looks familiar. This one, right? Follow link freestanding. And this one, I mean, and we know that when you open the project setting, you get this one here. So it does open a finder, but it's not necessarily the one that I want to use. I'm also having a little bit of hard time thinking of which one is the right one. But seriously though, what is the should we just poke around the setting and try to see? Let's see. What if I edit here? Yeah, this guy, right? Maybe? Yeah, is this the folder icon? Yeah, this should be the look we aim for. So that little folder icon. Wait, is this? No, hold on. Let me open an older version of Xcode. I don't know. Okay. Where were we? Stop. Okay. Okay, it's a slightly different looking icon, but it's more or less the same idea. Okay. All right. So I'm guessing it's not built in. All right, no problem. Unless, well, SF symbols. Let's look in here. Folder. Yes, this guy, folder fuel, right? Folder field. But also it should be inside the text field. Also, let me just close this guy. Like instead of being out here. Well, let me get the asset first. Oops. So we can, I believe, export this, right? Export. I don't have SF Pro text display. What? Okay. Okay, dude. San Fran. It's SF Pro display. This is a little confusing because I'm sure I used to have these. Oops. Okay. Now what? Download install SF Pro display. Remove or disable incorrect version. There's incorrect versions. Well, let me just see if I can get a SF symbols. Like maybe. SF symbols 2 beta. Let's try this. Okay. It still complains about font mismatch. Why though? SF Pro text. Okay. Okay. Why is there a color wheel here? This is also the first time I use the beta version. Oh, here's the collection functionality. Can I delete it? I have to use the delete key. Let's find the folder icon. This guy. There are a bunch of new ones, but I guess I'll just stick to the traditional one. And then export. Okay, so at least the export functionality didn't change much. Let's export here. And then we open it with Sketch. All right, so I just need to but export again the, was it the medium M, regular M, this guy. Export selection. Let's get a PDF. Let's name this folder field. And then we take a 1x, right? And then we just export. Put it on the desktop. Here we go. And then we go back to our asset catalog. and we just throw it in there. Folder field. Okay, maybe I should rename this guy as well. Let me see what it's called. It's literally just called link. So I think we're fine. I want to probably rename this to lowercase though. So, and that's also referenced in, where would it be referenced? Profile list somewhere. Profile list cell. We call this lowercase link. Okay. Cool. Now, I'm not too attached to the idea of having that being inside here. It would be really nice though. But for now, we'll just do folder field. We'll just do this. The project change that is reloading. Come on, bruh. What changed? Looks good. Okay. I think I forgot to configure some properties for the new asset. So let's go in there and fix it. Oh yeah. First of all, one of the important property is like, where's the file? But also, single scale, right? The link one should look pretty similar, I think. Yeah, I do need to render as template image. Okay, let's give this a shot. Folder field. Folder field. It doesn't appear to be working, is it? But if I call it link, it will show up. Folder field does not show up. I wonder why. Also, folder field for some reason has a white background. I think the last time I exported an SVG first. Maybe. Let me see. Folder field. .svg. Then let's open this with Sketch. Wait, something isn't right. Oh. Regular M. Export SVG. Override. Why does it keep the, I don't know. I only want the asset itself. I don't want the whole frame and the grade and all that. So maybe I can select the shape and then just export this part. Oh, I also want to delete this slice probably. What if I just drag here? I don't get it. Why is it retaining all this metadata? Can I just delete all the rest? Okay, good. I don't know why. Okay. So 100% is this big. It's fine. And then let me export this whole thing, I guess, as a PDF. Replace it. Okay, background is gone. That's a good sign. Right. Let's go here. Does it show up now? There it is. Okay. I don't want it to be that big, obviously. So we can make this. There's a set of things you need to do, like fixed size or something, and then stretchable. Not stretch. Resizable. Resize. No, not resizable. I don't know. It's like resizable but keep aspect ratio, but it's a very specific set of things. It's in the list cell, right? Resizable, scale to fit. Scaled to fit. And then you set the frame. Okay. Scaled to fit. That makes sense, right? And then you make the frame. Wait. Resizable, yeah. Resizable was correct. Oh, do I need to do this? Yeah, I need to do this on the image itself. That makes sense. Okay, so 15 may be too small. 30, 20, maybe. Okay. Let me mark this occasion. Create folder icon, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna give this whole thing a little bit of padding. Yeah, and then we need some buttons. So let's introduce another, I guess, H stack. Button, for example, cancel. Spacer. Button, create. Something like that. Maybe all I need is like spacing. Spacing, let's give it like 15 or something. Okay. Background color and as color selected control selected content maybe. Selected content is definitely wrong. Selected control, maybe. Nope. Control color. Color control tint. Wait. Color for control tint. Wait, what? It's deprecated. Current control tint. But control tint is an enum, right? How do I get the actual color? Control color. Nope. Label color. Text colors. Content colors. Control colors. Control accent color. Ooh, no. That's still not quite right. Nope. Because what we were looking for is this color. Control. Excuse me. Alternate selected control color. Nope. Also, I noticed these buttons are so tiny. Let's give them some width. I don't know, 100. Ah. I guess rather it should be like action, label, text, okay. Maybe like 80. Okay. I officially don't know what to do with the color, so let's skip that part. I know with like SwiftUI 2, there's you can just set like a shortcut type or something, so it'll automatically get the right style. But that's for now. It's not what I'm trying to do. So okay, maybe let's skip that part. I'll get the spacer out for now. Oh, not this one. This one. And I want to verify one thing, that this is disabled, right? Okay, you can read it, but you can't edit it directly. Okay. What else? What else? Yeah, the alignment. So I had a helper in the preference view, I believe. So in the preference view, these things are lined up kind of as you expected. The text label are right aligned, and then the rest of the control are left aligned. And it's done with this led with title helper. Led with title. Maybe I can make these internal instead. Yeah, let's make this internal and make a new file for them. Leading title. No, leading title is not what I need. Right, this alignment is what I need. Yeah, so this needs to be internal. Okay. Then let's just take this code, plump it in here, and get rid of these private modifier. This still can be private. This one cannot. And then we should expect things to work as usual in, say, this file. This satisfies our visibility requirement. Okay. Now I can go back to content creation. HStack. Alignment, leading, title. Spacing 15. Okay. Now that's not an H stack. That should be a V stack. And then we take our text, our body, I guess, in there. Twitch is doing some weird stuff. Twitch is claiming that my session has been going on for 8 hours. This is freaking me out. Alright, whatever. Okay, so I'll put this like that. Well, just for testing purposes. Testing. So yeah, led by title is not working. I guess because I'm not using the right control here. So instead of using a H stack, I should say like led. Wait. How do I do this? A view modifier. Wait, how do I use a view modifier? Ah, right, modifier. Yes. So instead of explicitly doing all this, well, this still needs to be, I guess, an H stack of its own. But here I can say modifier led with title, profile name. Oh, led with title. Yeah, makes sense. Actually, lead with title sounds better, right? Lead with title. Okay, so that's that title, and this is this title, and this title is import from. Well, this is SwiftUI preview error again. Ah, okay. So let's make these titles a little bit different length. Yeah, so it is working, except okay. All right, so that's more or less the sketch of the UI. So now what? Okay, so this UI, let's see. Can I give it a title of some sort? I guess it's fine, right? The user will have to do very specific thing to make this show up anyways. So I will add a spacer here. Okay. And then the next thing I want to think about is this UI could be used in two ways, right? It can be used when you click the creating profile option, or it can be used when you click the import profile option. And when you click import, first you see this dialog. You pick your file, you say open, and then the next dialog should be this, right? But when you pick the create profile option, this should be the only thing you see. And when you see it, it should not show this part. Okay, that makes sense. So that means import path not only is a string, it should be an optional string. So that also means, oh, interesting. Struct profile. Let's give it a little view model here. Profile creation has name import path. Okay. Name is a string. Import path is a optional string. And its state would be I guess its state would just be, oh, I guess we'll make a store for it. Okay. So this is where we bring in composable architecture. Then store of type profile creation action. All right, and then profile creation action. Yeah, and then we don't bind that to that neither. Okay, so now that makes me think I need a whole new folder for this, right? So let's make that new group, profile creation. Then we'll put this view in there. I'll make a couple of new files. Oops. Profile creation action. Enum profile creation action. Okay, go back to, this file. Delete this. Make a new file. Profile creation, the model. And then we'll go back here. Put that there. Hello? Okay. And then we need to construct test stores. So profile creation, I guess lowercase p store. Right. I mean, I'm just going to reference a different store and see what the store does. So in this case, the store also contains the reducer. That's fine. It derives from a different store. That's fine. But for now, I'm going to use this file from our test store. So test profile creation store. Import composable architecture. This store is going to be a Let me see. Mock. Okay, let's call it mock. Let mock if debug. It's going to be a store of profile creation action. I can't remember this. Never. It's like, do you also involve the environment? I guess not. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? This should be straight up like this, right? Right, and then you give it initial state, reducer, and environment. Okay. Initial state, reducer, environment. Okay. Reducer is gonna be just a big closure. Let's just ignore everything for now. Actually, state, action, environment, in return no effect. Initial creation, profile creation. Okay, let me think about this. I guess we can do a .init, and then name is my profile. Import path is to be, I don't know, user stand code test docstring toml, something like that. Okay, so we have a store. Now we can go to our view and make it like so. Mock profile creation store. And then we get to start thinking about what type of actions we want, right? So now that we have a store, we will make a view store, wrap our body in there. Okay. Take the content, well, including the padding, I guess. Just paste this in here, and then we'll still have the problem of we don't have text anymore. The text is gonna be a binding, right? And then binding. Actually, this has been done before, so let me just reference real quick. In the profile rename view, how do we deal with binding? We just made a raw binding. Okay, that's fine. Profile creation action. First one, let's do update profile, update name even with a string. Then we can go to, well, we can click, we can close some files here. Why is this italic? I don't get it. Okay. So for the text file, we got our name, we got our binding here. Binding will have get, and it's going to be view store.state.name, I believe. And then we'll have a set view store send update name $0. So that's that. Bu- 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 bu. And I believe the path is immutable. So let me just encode that. Oops. Profile creation. Encode that in the type. All right, so this is going to be easy. Binding get view store state import path. Set. Ignore everything. Something weird is happening. No way. Oh yeah, because I didn't specify which store. Store optional. Okay, so profile creation needs to conform to equitable. No big deal. Okay, this stream has been going for hour and 20 minutes. Okay, well, let it go for another 30 minutes and see how far that gets us. Okay, for the text field, maybe it shouldn't be disabled. Oh, actually, hold on. I don't know. Maybe I should. Hold on. Let me do the live preview. I want to see. Okay, so when it's disabled, you can't even see the whole thing. So that's kind of pointless. So it shouldn't be disabled in the UI level. It will be disabled by the fact that you can't set its value, right? So you can still come here, play with it with your mouse, but as soon as you type, oh, that's not very nice. How does that work? Right, you can modify it, but it doesn't matter because it was reset to this value. Trying to think whether that's what I want. Let's use our reference text field. On edit changed. Yeah, so you can give it a formatter. I mean, this is not super helpful actually. I prefer in this case the official documentation. Text field. Plain text field. Plain text field style. Let me take a look at that. Text field. Text field style. Right, .text file style. Oh yes. Okay, so that's actually much better because it doesn't give you the impression that it's editable, even though it kind of is. You can edit, but it doesn't do anything. What's even better is like if there's a way to not edit it. I guess that's something I can fix later. Yeah. I want to move forward. Okay. All right. So okay. So how am I gonna integrate this piece of app with the rest, right? Oh yeah. One more thing. Let me just get 2 of these. I think. Okay. And let me think about the mock store here. Okay. Then I can come back here and say for each mock profile creations, something like that, right? Okay, he's finally happy. Maybe. Okay, so while it's thinking, let me think about how I'm going to use this. So when we click the creation button, we can just throw it a model like this with no imported store. So that's easy enough. Oh no. Yeah. So it's okay. Interrupted. Because this whole thing should be like if view store state import path is not nil, only then we will use this thingy. I think. Okay, so that second part is just gone. All right, so when you click the first button, you see this. And then we'll have to make the store for real though. Yeah, let's just make it, okay? Yeah, let's just make it. Create new profile. All right. So let's give our store an action. Begin creating begin creating. It's fine. Or begin creation. Begin creation. Sure. And then we update our action. Should we call it begin or start? There's a mix of terminology here. All right. There's start and begin, but we'll ignore that for now. And then we'll have to update our reducers, right? Not only the reducers, but also, I guess, this whole view. Right. Let's just go all the way. Profile list action. Begin creation and then create profile. And that'll include a name because that's all we get from the user. Or maybe like a cancel creation. Begin, cancel, and profile. Okay. And then we'll have to update our state. But before that, I'll just do this as well. Begin creation. Let's make these no ops to begin with. Okay. Good. Now, if there are no ops, we can just compile, right? Nope. Oh, yes. All right. All right. And then we need to update our profile list state. At this point, this thing is probably just the entire app state, but we'll do that. Present. Well, here's the thing. Do I need to make a whole set of separate actions for importing? I don't know. Present profile creation. Bool false. Okay. when we begin the creation, we set it profile creation to true. When we cancel it, we set it to false. Okay. We'll worry about creating it later. Now, we'll go back here. No, go back to the view, profile list view, and we'll add a new sheet where is presented is determined by view store binding, and then it should be the states present profile creation. I have a feeling renaming and creation is going to have some overlap as well. Cancel profile creation. It's presented, and then in the body it's going to be the profile creation view with a store. Cancel creation. Okay. So here we can just directly insert a placeholder name. Let's call it interesting. New profile. Or unnamed profile. And import path will be nil. Oh, interesting. So I guess I can make that in here. Creation profile, creation action. This should be renamed, but well, one sec though. Should be something like this, except this is gonna be unnamed profile nil. And that's that. Creation store. Profile creation store. Then we'll go back to the list view, and instead of doing that, we can just say profile creation store. Now the store is not going to be that simple, so we'll fix that up soon. But for now, this should suffice, right? Okay, Build succeeded. Okay, so now if I click this, we see our little dialog. Okay, type, doesn't matter. Cancel button doesn't work, create button doesn't work. Not a big deal at all. Okay. This does look very similar to profile rename view though. I don't quite remember what it looks like, but it should be very, very similar. Yeah. So that's interesting. So we might as well start copying things there. There's dismiss. And let me rename this. Rename. This should be called profile creation state. The cancel button should send the dismiss action. Cancel button. View store.send dismiss. And this is where the store stopped working, because we need to derive this store from the parent store. Like this. Okay. Profile creation store. Types. Let's line it up. And what we want to do is using the parent.scope function to finish this. Okay. Yeah, we have we need to map the profile list state to local state and then map the action. So there's state and then action, right? Okay. State, action. Okay. For state, we just ignore the parent state and create our placeholder value here. Yep. For action though, actually, I'm not sure scope is the right thing. Yeah, scope is not the right thing. It should be a store from scratch. Yes. So it's very good that we have this on hand. Then we can also make our reducer here. Profile creation reducer. Reducer. Profile creation state. Profile creation action. String. Environment. State. Action. Okay. Okay. Profile creation reducer. All right, so we now just need to fill out the blanks in the reducer. So we switch on the action. For each action, we will do something. And there are two current actions, I believe. Update name, new name. For this one, we will update state dot name and then return no side effect. For dismiss, aha, interesting. So this whole thing actually needs to be embedded in here. Because when you make a view store out of the parent, and then we will send it, I call it end or cancel creation, something like that. And then now I can no longer care about this. Return none. Cool. Now what does not compile? Interesting. This did not get refactored. Yes. Profile creation store derived from store. Okay, so now we can dismiss the dialog, right? We can dismiss the little window. Because I hooked up cancel. Yes. This still works. That's fine. Now create doesn't work, but cancel works. Okay. Now, before I move on to work on the cancel, the actual creation, which is not too bad, I think. I need to think this through. I'm trying to think how import would work, right? It does feel like so far we've been doing the easy part. Let's look at how import works currently. So when we begin the import, we have a begin import action. And when we do begin import, we call begin import, which is a side effect. Begin import, the side effect returns one of two actions. One is import profile with a profile, whole profile. The other is fail to import profile. Okay. So I think if I do things right, all three of these can become part of profile creation. No, it's interesting because you can trigger begin import. Interesting. You can trigger begin import from here, this button. But you can also, in theory, trigger it from this button, right? So what does that mean? The profile list view So I guess when begin import starts, let me hook up this button as well. Where is it? Profile creation. This button, this folder button. Okay. So the action here would be so let me just do it organically, as in the first thing that came to mind. The first thing that comes to mind for profile creation action, the first thing that comes in mind is re-import. This is the action that this button should do. Okay. And we can do case dot re-import. This means view store from parent, and then view store should send cancel creation, but also begin import. And then return none. So that's one way to do it. Basically, there's no way I can test this. But what you will see is this dialog goes away. This dialog goes away. And we are back to this. Yeah, it looks kind of weird because that loses the context. So this is the complexity. If I want to keep the view up, let's see. What if we have a begin import action? If you have a begin import action, okay, we need to enhance the profile creation state with a bunch of new states. Potentially from here, because yeah, for example, this failed to import URL. Yeah, but that's it, right? Let's see what we do in begin import for now, right now. Yeah, okay. Again, begin import just fires just returns this side effect, this effect, and then it will do a bunch of stuff, logistics, blah blah blah. And I'll just straight up either return one of these two. Okay. So in this action, we have begin import, and then we'll have a create profile, right? And then we'll have to import the type profile from string Xcode framework, create profile. So begin import will do stuff, which would be this. All right, let's just copy this over. So what I'm thinking is, when you click this, instead of showing you this dialog immediately, we will present that view first in the background already. So that kind of give you a context to what we're doing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm, I guess, implementing. I think for some reason couldn't copy the side effect. So let's do that again. I guess it wasn't really selected. All right. So it'll return not this action, but profile creation action. And then, yeah, that means profile creation action will have import profile and fail to import profile with URL. So let's take those as well. Begin import, yeah, all three of these are relevant. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this can still be create profile. And while we're here, okay. Port foundation. While we're here, we might as well take the state for the failure and stuck that here as well. Let's give it, I guess default value is nil, right? So that's good. All right. So let's say future is not here. So let's import combine. That's where future is. Combine is the future. We don't have profile, so let's import docstring Xcode framework. Combine should rank higher. NS open panel, that, my friend, is from AppKit. So AppKit, look at all these frameworks. Sitting next to each other in harmony. Okay. So I need to reconsider a few of these, I guess. Switch must be exhaustive. Give me the placeholders. We need to do begin import, we need to do create, and then we need to do fail. Okay. Fail, we can again steal from ourselves, right? When you fail to import, you just, yeah, update the URL and return none. Good. Begin import, you just literally just begin import. Okay, easy. Fail. Okay. Create is interesting. For now, we'll just make none, focusing on hooking up the UI today. Okay, build succeeded. Interesting. Yeah, okay. So the next step is we go up a level and update our action here. So begin import on this level should do something different. Begin creation. Right. Okay, so there's a few interesting things here. So we need to basically do two things, right? There's begin creation and begin import. But all they do both the same thing in the sense that they present this dialog, right? But in the case of begin import, it will also further propagate the state such that this dialog starts with another action. I don't know if that's possible even. Let me think. This is a new thing. So we have begin import here, and we can get rid of this side effect and just say this, right? But that's not enough. Well, let me actually comment out the old code. That's not enough because it wouldn't tell our new view, hey, begin with this new thing. Right. So let me take a look at the view again. What if the view take a new parameter that says import does import is for import profile, right? It's a bool for each operation. Okay. So here we have to say import profile false for our preview. Okay. But if import profile, okay, let me think. Right. Present profile creation. Start creation with import bool false. Interesting. Enum profile creation mode. Maybe it's here. Enum profile creation mode. It needs to be equatable. Case create, case import. I don't know if this needs to be like this. All right. Profile creation mode. Profile creation. And this is going to be a optional instead. So it's 3 states. Then we just follow the instruction here. Begin import. Profile creation should be some import. Okay, or I guess just import should work. Okay. Begin creation, profile. Equals create. Cancel creation, profile creation equals nil. Okay. And this would be profile creation is not nil. And then here, I guess the view will also take a mode instead. Profile creation mode. And then here, mode create. Okay. Mode view store dot state dot profile creation. Okay. Guess create. Ah, our build succeeded. Okay, so let's give it a spin. And now what I expect is both actions are hooked up, but they do the same thing, right? Create, creates it. Cancel worked. Import, yep, same thing, same thing. Great, great. Now let's make it do different things. Here, we will do this. On, was it on appear? Autocomplete is completely borked here. Okay. So if mode is import. Okay. If mode is import, oh, actually, this should be in here. View store dot send begin import. Okay, so we start with import, Import could fail. When it fails, we need to do something. So let's do that. By do that, I mean copy the relevant code. Delete alert, not delete alert. Wait, where is it? Is it in the panel? I can't find it. Where's my alert? Wait, is it non-existent? Yeah, I hate when autocomplete doesn't work neither. Hi, by the way. I'm a little confused at this moment because I seems to remember there's an alert somewhere. Yeah, I even have a action for this. I guess I accidentally deleted that code. Huh. Profile list reducer. Maybe I accidentally deleted that code. Okay. No big deal. We'll just add it in here. Okay. Dot alert. You know what? I'm gonna try to fix the autocomplete because it's a little frustrating. So let's do the good old delete derived data. And then we will just reopen the project. And I will resolve the dependency here. And then I will start building the index once this is done. All right, index pre-building. The stream is going longer than I anticipated, but I think I will stop. We'll see. I will stop. Actually, I can stop right now. Probably should. All right, we got syntax highlighting. How about for this view too? Maybe this expression is a little complex. Maybe that's why the autocomplete stopped working. It's entirely reasonable. Let me just build the whole project. Oh, syntax highlighting kicked in. So that's a sign that the index is working. Yes, alert is here. Is presented. We'll bind that. I have an extension for this, which I really like. Which is, oh, not this guy. Duh. This guy. Let me make it non-file private. Okay, so it's presented now. It's simply auto closure. It's a closure that returns a nil. Now, view store state should have a URL that I copied. This guy. And our condition is this guy is not nil. Then content, let's just say hello. Oh, right. It has to be alert. That's why. That makes sense. So an alert has like primary button, secondary button, and a title. Title, primary, secondary. But I had other alerts. So maybe I can just copy, paste. Maybe get rid of this. We have a URL, right? So we can say, actually, failed import could not import profile. Then view store state failed to import profile from URL.absolute string. Maybe I can say import failure. The following file does not contain valid profile. Okay. deleting derived data to fix autocomplete should be an interview question. Yeah, actually, I almost built a physical button that does it. I still want to make that app. I think it's gonna be a very interesting project, and I think it's gonna help a lot of people. Like a physical mini keyboard or like a Amazon Dash button. Yeah, that'd be funny. Wait, what is a confirm button? Do you say okay or yes or what? Okay, right? Say okay, uppercase. Okay. Oh yeah, actually that's a pretty nice. This is a pretty nice example. So this is aligned in the way that I expect. This is pretty wide. And these buttons are on the right. Okay, good. I like that. So let's put the spacer over here. Yeah. Cancel, create, right? Okay. So the button. And then button will have the action. The action is just send to view store. There should be a different action. Failed to import UL. Hide import failure alert. That action. Then we go to our reducer. Say hide import failure alert. State dot failed blah 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 is nil. Return no effect. And then what? Yep, have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I need a secondary button. So let's take a look at alert. Alert. Initial primary button, secondary button. I feel like there are more. There are more initializers than this. Hold on. I don't know why the comment is not working. Dismiss button. Dismiss button. What's going on? Why is it pasting this twice? See, my my paste is pasting everything twice for some reason. Is this a universal thing? It's just in Xcode. Interesting. Okay, Xcode. You need to chill. So dismiss button is something special? Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. Please. Is it a absolute string? Oh, it's already a string? Okay. Exciting. So let's test out the alert. Here we go. I'm just going to delete this. Delete. Okay, this still works. All right. Import. We have that. We have this. We import a bad thing. Following profile. File. Blah 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 blah. Perfect. Import failure. Cancel. Should it say cancel? Should say okay, right? But I'm glad that worked. So this one should begin with text. Okay. Right? Let's try that again. Okay. And also, I'm starting to think this view can be a little bit wider. Trim min width, I don't know, 200, something like that. Doesn't seem to be having an effect. Maybe 400. Okay, now it kind of have an effect. Maybe, oops. I can simplify the view a little bit and not hard code these widths. Oh no. Yikes. Alignment. This is vertical, so it can align with trailing, right? Okay. All right. Nah. Don't align with trailing. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe what I need is these. Shouldn't say import failure. It should be say invalid valid configuration invalid configuration docstring profile. Okay, that's all well and good. Now, should I finish this? Yeah, let me just finish this. What time is it? Okay, we're cutting up into the 3-hour mark. 2 hour 44 minutes. Okay. So in the store right now, when we create a thingy, we're not doing anything. And also we never really tested the import success case. So in success case, nothing happens neither. And that is because this button is not hooked up. Wait. Ah, yes. Oh, this button doesn't matter. What matters is this action, right? Oh, yeah. So we need also a import profile. Okay. Ah, so that's interesting. So this means we will have a imported profile of type profile port this framework. So state the imported profile should be the profile here. Okay. Okay, so we have this import profile. Now, we need to update the view such that the name should be view store dot state dot import it profile dot name fallback on this name. This should be okay. And when we update name, state ported profile name should also update to the new name. Wait, begin import. Oh, it shouldn't do this. It should do. Oh, imported profile. Okay. Import profile should have two pieces of information, the URL and the profile. Okay. So import profile should have a URL. Okay. URL dot what is the API that gives you the file path instead of the absolute string? Path. Right? Path. Relative path? No, it's path. Ah, import path. Okay. Fair enough. Assumptions change. Oh, build succeeded. Ah, yeah, but this one needs to be import profile URL profile. So now if I successfully import something, we should see this view update. Like that. Even though this view looks a little yucky. This is pretty janky. Yeah, I think the main width thing is not working out. It should be just width. Okay, try this again. Okay, dude. It's not looking great. I think it's because the default width is too... Maybe this can be 250. 260. Alright, that looks a little better. A little. Just a little. I do want to give this stack a little bit of its own padding. Vertical. Or just top even. I don't know, 15. This looks okay, I think. Yeah. Okay. I can rename it and all that. Okay. All right. This is a little big. Maybe 15 is okay after all. Yeah. Oh, serious question though. What if I dismiss it? What if I dismiss this? Hmm. I think this means I need to take this mode thing and put it in the state. Creation state. And then I need to update this view store dot mode. Okay. And then in the action, wait. Wait, how do I know the panel is cancelled? Cancel. IB action. Okay, what is dot okay? Oh, okay. What if I say else complete success guess we can just dismiss, right? All right. Mode is not gonna be here anymore. It's gonna be in here. Mode. I think mode is what's missing. Mode, yeah. Mode, create. Mode, create. So that means begin profile creation, begin profile import. So now this list panel will have the different profile creation, profile import, and then in the reducer begin profile import, we'll do something else. So profile creation state will have to take in the creation mode. Okay. I assume that's how I would name it. Okay. I guess profile creation is a good name. Begin profile import. Begin import really should be the same now, but I'll make a separate case because I think I'll delete it very soon. Okay, we're building. So the thing I really want to test is like when I cancel from that system dialog that let me pick the file picker, this should get canceled. Yes. Okay. But if I do pick something that's wrong, I'll get a wrong dialog. Interesting. So that should get canceled as well. View store dot send dismiss, then send dismiss. Okay. Import failure dismiss. Yes. Can also do with animation. I guess I can add animation later. It's not a big deal. Didn't work. That's fine. Okay, so I think all that's left to do for this part is actually, so at this point we have created the profile, right? we just need to give the profile that we created from here to the top level, global level. Yeah, and as I guess the last thing I want to do, right over the 3-hour mark, let's delete some dead code. For example, this line. Failed import, I don't think it's gonna matter anymore. Yep, which means these two actions doesn't need to exist anymore. Begin import no longer matters. Failed and hide no longer matters. Delete these two. Begin import. This is in the list reducer. This whole thing can be deleted because I moved it. Cool. Always feel good when this list shrinks. So we still have delete, we have duplicate, we have activate, we have renaming stuff, which I think could be folded into this if I do it right. Because like I said, the rename UI and this UI is basically the same. Hello? Why isn't this working? What? Oh. Start profile renaming. Did I break something there? Start. Index for profile being renamed. Which means this. I probably accidentally deleted some code. No. What? Is it because there are two sheets here? SwiftUI multiple sheets. I see. So the sheets really. So you can only have one sheet. Huh. That sucks. Can I just give each view a sheet and call it? Ah, interesting. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It all works. That sucks. Obviously, I don't want to hack it like that. Mm, so this guy is suggesting content. So I guess this just further convinced me that the sheet can be consolidated, in this case at least. I don't know what is the generalizable solution, but in this case, the rename view and the creation view look super similar. Therefore, they could be the same thing. Or not. It shouldn't be the same thing. I changed my mind. It can look similar, but shouldn't be the same thing. So how do I fix this? So essentially, there are two different sheets. I'm gonna make this going here. Fall 20, ha 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 ha. Okay, so this is gonna be that, and then Okay. Present sheet. It's gonna be a bool. And its profile creation is not nil. Or present. I guess we can just say this. Don't need this indirection. Okay, so here instead we'll say dot sheet is presented. It's gonna be a binding, and then we'll have our content. The binding is get view store dot present sheet and then the set is a no op. Content, however, be if profile if this is not nil, we return this guy. Otherwise, we return this guy. Okay, so this should fix it, right? Rename. Okay. Import works. Okay, cancel. Create. Okay. Whew. That's a little bit of a weirdness. All right. That's it for this stream. Thanks for watching. And if you're watching on YouTube and you like it, consider giving me a follow. Like this video. I have a bunch of other videos that this video is a continuation of. And there will be more in the future. Thank you very much.